feel it. He felt like I was slowing down, but I timed him, and as soon as I timed him and switched to southpaw, he never saw the punch coming.
Was it hard to stay focused and settled after having the early knockdown and having early success?
Not so much. You know, I knew he was a strong guy. He came to fight. He prepared himself well, and you know, I knew I had to be prepared for all 10 rounds, not just that one round. So, you know, I knew I had to stay composed, stay focused, and if the knockout came, it came.
Talk about your 2014. You know, we're heading into the end of the year. How happy are you with how you performed this year, and what does it look like for next year?
You know, I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy. I couldn't have ended off the year any bigger. You know, just looking for bigger and better things. Hopefully some type of interim title, maybe something bigger. Next year, we'll see what the future brings, but now I get to take a little bit of time off and enjoy it with my fans and my friends and family for the holidays.
How did you enjoy your experience fighting out here on the East Coast in Brooklyn, where Golden Boys held several cards, obviously?
Oh, you know, it was something beautiful. You know, everyone out here treated me just like I was back in California, just like I was at home, and you know, I loved it. And if the Barclays Center would have me back, or New York would have me back, I'll be back, man.
Great. Thank you for a few minutes' time. We do appreciate it, and great win tonight.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me.
Hey, Dominic, can I get a couple questions?
Yeah, definitely.
So how would you rate your performance tonight?
You know, I would rate my performance between 8 or a 9. You know, I know there's always room for improvement. You can never do your best, but I give myself about an 8 or a 9.
Now you switched like training situations for this fight, right? You were training at the wild card?
Yes, I was training at the
What
wild
was
card.
that like? Switching your whole, you know, training situation.
You know, well, this is my second fight working with Coach Eric Brown over at the wild card, so it wasn't too bad. But you know, it feels like home. You know, it just the only little hassle is making that commute from Oxnard to wild card every day. But you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel at home.
What was your game plan when you were coming into this fight? Was it pretty much what you stuck to throughout?
Yeah, man, just outbox him. You know, I knew my job was the key. Keeping distance was the key. Fighting my fight, not getting stuck into fighting his fight.
And then were you actively seeking the knockout, or was that just something that came with those open right shots?
You know, my dad's always taught me something. Is if the knockout comes, it comes. But if not, just fight your fight and you know, make it easy for yourself. Use your height, use your distance.
What can we hope to see you in the future? Is there anybody that you'd like want to fight in your division, or?
You know, I'm not someone who calls out anybody or you know, puts a target on anyone's back. I just put a target on whoever's in front of me and focus on the task at hand. So, you know, gotta go back, talk to my manager, and whoever they put in front of me, you know, that's what we'll do.
When can we expect to see you back in the ring again?
Hopefully February, March. You know, I'm a fighter who likes to stay busy, and I like to fight 3 to 4 times a year next year. So hopefully stay a little busier.